Good morning from Will Rogers Airport. It's great to be here at the Aviation campus, MetroTech. Check us out at metrotech.edu. You will learn about so many programs that we have, one of those being our A&P program. I'm so grateful for that program, an opportunity for you to enroll in that. We hope that this video finds you doing well and having power, and things are going much better this week than they are and what they went for you last week. Jet engines, airplanes, helicopters. Oh my, what a great day it is at MetroTech, and to be here in the land that really created and began aviation and is still a pioneer and still moving forward in aviation. Yes, you hear all of that traffic on my mic as we see planes and hear planes pass through us. What a great opportunity that our students have to be able to be on this campus, to go from here to anywhere in the world with an A&P certification. It will go with you anywhere. What a great opportunity that this does. Grateful for the opportunity to be able to be here and to learn more about the aviation. It's great to be here in front of the MetroTech Aviation Career Campus. You are?
Michael Branch. I'm the director here.
Michael, it's good to see you again.
Yes, sir.
Act like I don't know who you are or something. It's great to see you, Mr. Branch. And thank you for the invitation to be back on the campus here. We are at a very unique campus. I know we like to share this information. What makes this campus so unique?
Well, we are one of 5 Part 147 schools. That's the federal regulations that governs aviation maintenance technician school. We teach maintenance technicians and avionics technicians, or aerospace and electronics technicians here. So it's a very small field, but it's growing, and we're just trying to share it with the public.
And what's neat about this campus too is one of the only public institutions that's on an international or at an international airport, if I understand correctly.
That's correct.
So when you talk about niches, you could see and receive a lot of aviation training at airports.
That's right.
You're not going to receive a lot of aviation training at an international airport. So that's right. Great. Do you want to check and make sure that we're being safe? So make sure we're distanced far enough. There we go. We're unmasked because we're outside. It's a beautiful morning. So Mr. Branch, as we discuss and look at aviation, we're looking at in what we call an A&P certification. And explain that for a moment. That's actually 2 different certifications, correct?
That's correct. The A stands for airframe, the P stands for power plant. It is 2 separate certifications. We do teach both here. The certification is a little bit different than most that MetroTech and other career tech students get, where it's a lifetime certification. It's not something that you have to renew as long as you use it regularly, and that's defined by the FAA. It's yours to keep for life.
And another unique opportunity, you mentioned the FAA, is that we're fairly close to the FAA campus here in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, about 100 yards from the nearest building, just across the fence. We're all contained within the airport's campus, but the nearest FAA building is roughly about 150 yards from us. The Mike Monroney Aeronautical Center is the FAA's main training center. So people come here from all over the world to train at this facility right next door to us.
So FAA and then makes me think about industry partners. So what industry partners then do you have here that you're talking to on a regular basis to make sure that our students can obtain these certifications and immediately go to employment?
We have a range of them. Then we have some partners at the FAA to kind of help us with the regulations, but we also are partners with AAR, Val Air, and Commuter Air up at Wiley Post Airport. We do a little work with Field, and we have some collaborations with other educational institutions.
That's wonderful. So a student can finish that certification. About how long after that can they gain employment, and then about how much will they make a year?
They usually start out at about $35,000 to $45,000 a year, and it's kind of a deal where you kind of have to show the employer that you're dedicated. At the 5-year mark is when that starts growing exponentially, because there's so many other places you can go besides maintenance. You can get into inspections and other things. There are several of our students that start actually working before they finish.
Wow.
But if they finish with both the airframe and power plant certificate, the employment is basically on them. The industry is growing at such a fast rate that people are looking for the A&P mechanic. So them
100% placement is what you're saying.
Pretty much.
Man,
pretty
that's
much
awesome. That's great. Well, I appreciate your time. And do you have like maybe a personal story that you could share about a student in terms of going through this program and where they're at now?
Well, we have one that spoke at our graduation, I think, last year.
Yeah.
Young lady by the name of Patricia Hill. She graduated from Southeast High School, and I was actually her Algebra 2 teacher.
Nice.
While she was in high school, she was here at this campus in the aviation maintenance program. She graduated, I think, 2007. She went to work immediately at Tinker, and she's been there ever since. Since then, she's gained a bachelor's and a master's and worked her way up to supervisor. And she supervises a team of 120 plus people.
From Southeast High School to Metro Tech to Air Force Base.
The world, yes.
The world. That's great. Well, thank you so much for your time. Thanks for the invitation. It's wonderful what's going on here. It's so great to hear about what students are able to gain here and where they're able to go. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Jessica, tell everyone who you are and where we're at.
Good morning, Mr. Collins. I'm Jessica Jacobs. I am an AMT instructor here at the High School Aviation Career Campus. I've been a certified AMP mechanic for 9 years now, and we're standing here in our classroom. This is part of our lab, and we've got our classrooms over here.
So you had talked about your experience. Tell us a little bit about that experience and how you got here with us here at Metro Tech.
For a while, I worked as a mechanic out at Tinker Air Force Base, and so I worked there for 8 years. I was promoted to supervisor, so that gave me something to add on to my resume. So once I saw that there was an aviation technician instructor available, I would jump on it, applied for it, interviewed it, and beat out a few people and got the job.
So being at Tinker, you understand regulations. So we have some right now. So let's make sure we're social distance. All right, we got the toolbox in the way, giving some love to Snap On today, and we're masked up because we're inside. I talk to people quite often about where we're located at.
Yes.
And I really feel like where we're located gives us leverage.
Yes.
What is this that's going to be different about this location than if someone chose an A&P at another location? What makes this so special in terms of their education here?
I feel like here at Metro Tech, we are on the airport, obviously, over there at Will Rogers Airport, the biggest airport in Oklahoma City.
International.
Okay,
right,
awesome.
Right,
awesome.
International airport.
Yes, and so that right there, that lets my students see what they'll be doing every single day, planes taking off, landing. We also have many available job opportunities right over at the airport. We got FAA, we got FedEx, we've got UPS, any type of job opportunity. It's a physical look that they can actually look at and see, hey, that's my future right there.
That's awesome. So every day, and there are windows here, so you can see your goal every day. What do the students enjoy the most about these programs?
I believe the most is learning new things, and plus the hands-on. We do a lot of hands-on fixing things, breaking things, and then fixing them as well. So just whatever. I believe they enjoy the hands-on a lot. So.
Well, Jessica, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for being a part of the Metro Tech team, and appreciate you sharing some of the wonderful things that are going on in your classroom.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I'm very fortunate to work here at Metro Tech. Thank you.
It's great to be with you, Zach. Tell everyone who you are and what room we're in.
Absolutely. My name is Zach Cooksey. I'm one of the high school AMT instructors here at Metro Tech. We are currently in the lab area of the high school, where the students will do everything from sheet metal work to soldering, which they're actually doing right now. A lot of fun stuff takes place in this area.
Yeah, you guys were talking off camera with me like, hey, Aaron, we can tell you're excited about this. You can start the program. And ironically, I've already been given, an application for this program. So how did you get to this part in your career? Where were you before and what led you here?
So funny story, I never pictured myself being a teacher, if I'm being completely honest.
Okay.
I started off, I actually came through this program as an adult. I'm a graduate of Metro Tech myself.
Yes.
I know. I went out and worked straight from graduating. I went to AAR, I went to Tinker. I transitioned over to government side, working for the FAA. Then I went into the military contractor side. From there, I kind of decided, my wife's actually a counselor here, and she said, why don't you look into teaching? And I said, that's kind of an interesting concept. And I started thinking more about it, and I applied. Here I am, and I love my job.
Zach, I appreciate you telling your story to us. So if you're a student in this program, not only are you able to have a teacher that went through this program, you can visually see them as like, I sat in that stool.
And I think that's one of the kind of tools I keep in my back pocket, is I've been on the other side of the table. I know what it's like to be a student here. So I kind of keep that in mind when I'm teaching myself and think about what the student's thinking at that same time as I'm teaching.
And you have an understanding of the soft skills of what do you need, the dispositions you need to have in order to work at Tinker, to work 150 yards across the way here at the FAA and things of that nature. So you really are able to give them tools to transfer of here's where your goal can be and here's where you can go.
And that's one thing I actually pride myself in, is that I try to tell my students what they can actually accomplish once they finish this program. Real world results. I tell them what to really expect. I always tell them, I try to be as real with them as possible and tell them what they can expect. This program did wonders for me, and it'll do the same for them.
So you talked about that reality. If you could say it takes these three things to succeed here, not only at Metro Tech, but in this career, what would be those three that you would give and tell the students, hey, if you can do these three, life is going to be good? Well,
I always say the first one is something that can't be taught. You either have it or you don't, and it's integrity. And that's specifically important with this program.
Yes, sir.
If you don't have integrity, it's hard to have confidence in you as an aircraft mechanic. Second would be dedication. Stay dedicated to this program. Stay dedicated to yourself, and you'll do great things. Third one I would have to say is just show up. That's one thing that we hear back from employers a lot, is that they have problems with employees not showing up on time or at all. So right place, right time, right uniform, and you're golden.
So honesty, do your best, show up for work, and life is good.
Exactly.
Zach, thanks so much for sharing
of course.
This opportunity with us. Thanks for the invitation. Thanks for all that you do for Metro Tech. And thank you for choosing Metro Tech for life.
Thanks for having me, guys. I love this job.
Absolutely. As I talked about the transition from last week to this week, again, we're so grateful to our faculty and staff, to maintenance, transportation, facilities, and getting everything together. Appreciate OG&E working with us to get our power on quickly at all of our campuses, and so we're back to work. And again, hope this video finds you doing well. We started the week doing professional development. I guess those are the two words for the week, is professional development. A great start to our week on Monday, and then we also did local professional development on Tuesday. And great work being done with that. And we had a panel discussion. We had then so many things going on with that, and just really appreciate all that's going on. So many things going on at Metro Tech. One of those being over at our STEM Academy as well. Janet Portwood there with TSLA leadership. I believe that was virtual this year, but our very own Carson Veal, one of our students, participated in that, and as a statewide conference, we appreciate his work and appreciate the continued support and work that's going on throughout Metro Tech. Appreciate the opportunity to meet with Mr. Jim Priest, President and CEO of Goodwill Industries here in Oklahoma City. Also able to meet Miss Shook as well, their Training Director of Training and Employment being able to talk about ways that we can work together to get our community back to work. So grateful for those conversations. Congratulations to Jesse Parker, the Next Gen Under 30 Award. Jesse's talents, drive, and service to the Oklahoma City business community exemplify Oklahoma's next generation of leaders. I'm grateful to Jessie and the work that she does at our downtown campus. I'm committed to that work. We're grateful for all your hard work and contributions, Jessie. This week's Metro Tech Oklahoma Career Tech Leader of the Week is Bonnie Logan. Bonnie serves as our student work readiness teacher at Metro Tech. Bonnie also is serving as secretary for the statewide trade and industrial education program for the Oklahoma Association of Career and Technology Education. She is the recipient of the Oklahoma Fellows Award. Bonnie enjoys helping students prepare for job interviews, coaching students for professional workplace skills, preparing them for contests, listening to them and their needs. She stated that the best thing is knowing I made a difference in their lives. You can never invest in people. And that's what's great about Metro Tech. Metro Tech for life. I remain amazed at the talent and the work that's going on at Metro Tech. You have an opportunity to be a part of the Metro Tech team. Metro Tech for life.